It's Mike with Iceberg Gaming. We are back in Vampire Survivors, not Vampire Hunters. And today we are seeing if we can beat the game without evolving any skills. So I've got a really good setup here, other than the fact that it has no evolutions. I got a few abilities that I just kind of got so that I wouldn't get an evolution. Let's take a look at what we got. We got the knife, since we are on Gennaro. That is his starting weapon. We've got lightning ring. We've got Santa water, the rune tracer, the whip, and we have the lancet that freezes time. And it's not something I normally think is that great, but it is one of the only abilities that does not evolve, so we're going with it. So we are our Santa water and our lightning ring are our two highest DPS abilities that do not evolve from my playtesting. I think the rune tracer is pretty good too, but we're going to find out at the end of this match. We're going to see if we can beat the hyper library here. That's level 8 rune tracer. So we'll see how much damage this does. We'll see if we can get to the end, how long we can last. I'm going to go ahead and skip forward in the video here, and we're going to see how we do against the final boss and then the stuff that comes after it, assuming we can survive till then. We got quite a bit of stuff coming in. We're handling it okay so far. The boss is not dying quite as fast as some of our other builds, but it did die, and we are still moving right along. So our passive, we've got spinach, we've got duplicator, clover, candle. Movement speed is not something I usually get, but again, I'm trying not to evolve things. And then we also have the stone mask. I'm going to go ahead and take the next level of the lancet, because we might as well make use of it since we've got it. And we got a triple coming in here, a very nice. Let's see what we get. Tons of coins. Okay, not too shabby. And we got 15 minutes left in the run, hopefully, if we last that long. While we're working our way through this run, I'm going to talk about why I chose some of the abilities that I chose here while we're going. So the knife was a default choice since we're on Gennaro. The lightning and the Santa water I definitely chose on purpose, as well as the rune tracer. Those are the best DPS abilities, in my opinion. The rune tracer maybe not as good as some of the evolved ones, but the Santa water and the lightning ring are at least as good as far as pure DPS as pretty much all of the evolved weapons. So that's definitely why I chose those. And then I picked the whip because it's very high damage, and it's harder to evolve because the evolution for the whip is the heart, which is not something I usually get. So I figured I was less likely to accidentally evolve that one than any other ones. Plus it is, in terms of just pure damage, one of the better ones. Then I took the lancet, the time freeze one, because it does not evolve, and the option came up. So I figured that would be a good way to keep myself from evolving things. Plus, maybe it'll be good. We'll see. It's doing okay so far, freezing some things. And then I took the spinach for the damage, obviously, and then duplicate was a no-brainer since it increases our DPS by a ton, and it doesn't evolve anything. Then I went for the clover for the increased luck, since I wasn't getting the axe or the cross. I went for the clover and the candelabra because those are good boosts to have in general, and I wasn't getting their abilities that they evolve, so I went for them. And then stone mask was kind of just, it popped up, and I was like, I want to fill this last spot so I don't evolve anything, so I just grabbed it, and it will give us increased money, which I approve of. And the same thing with the wings. They just kind of popped up, and I was like, yeah, I guess I'll take it. So that is why I chose these abilities, and we are almost to the 19-minute mark. We've got the witch boss in here, so we'll see how we do. One thing to keep in mind when you're trying to do a quote-unquote build for this game is that it's very RNG dependent on what you are going to get per run. You aren't guaranteed to get the skills you want at any given time. I was pretty lucky with this run to get the ones that I did get. I could not have done this for sure without the duplicator and the Santa water and the lightning ring, all three of them. So I got all three of them, so we might have a chance. So here we go. We are already getting the money bags that we're only at the 20-minute mark. I think that's the fastest I've ever gotten to this point. And we have hit game over at 24 minutes and 33 seconds. Looks like we earned about 5,100 coins. I think, I can't see that number, but it was around like 26,000 kills, I think, something like that. We'll see in a minute, maybe. 27,000 kills. So let's check out our DPS here. Wow, yeah, this is so much lower than our usual number when we evolve things. So we've got, our top is the lightning ring with 1,000,000 damage done, but only 800 DPS. Our evolved skills generally do between like 4,000 and like 2,000 DPS, so more than double this number. So yeah, that definitely was not enough DPS to work. Sand and Water was lagging behind. Usually these two numbers are closer together. The Rune Tracer did pretty good as well. Rune Tracer actually did more damage than Santa, which is unusual, but there you have it. It is probably not possible to beat Vampire Survivors. Sorry, Joey was poking me with his ball. It's probably not possible to beat Vampire Survivors without evolving skills. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.